Hi guys! I tried doing this before and I found out that my microphone slipped out of the port. Microphone jack, excuse me. Now, this is going to be something that a lot of you requested. You all wanted to see my video game collection. Now, first off, I want to say I have only Nintendo games. I have my own personal reason for preferring Nintendo over the other companies and the other consoles, so please don't ask me why I don't like them. Please don't try and push me onto the other consoles. Yes, there are games on the other consoles that have piqued my interest, but I have my own personal qualms with the consoles in general that, you know, sort of makes them very, I don't know. I'm very hesitant to buy them because of that. Because of those reasons. Please don't ask me because I will not answer. I am not getting into a console war with a possible fanboy in the audience. Or fangirl, whatever. Now, I'm going to separate these videos into different parts. First is going to be home consoles, then it's going to be handhelds. And each system is going to have their own piece of video. Like, for example, as you can tell by the title, this is going to be NES and Super NES games. The reason why I'm putting two consoles into the same video is because I only have two NES games. Right now, I can only find one of them. I don't know where the second one is. Now, the reason I only have two is because back when I finally got into games, my dad, the day I got home and felt like trying the games out, I found out he had sold the NES and the games we had for it in favor of buying a Super NES and a couple of games for that system. But here, right now, is one of our NES games that I was able to find. One of the two. The other one, as you can all tell, this is the very first Zelda game, Legend of Zelda. The other one I have is the second Zelda game. But I can't find that right now. I don't know where it was put. Anyway, first let's now go on to my Super NES games. Super Metroid. I am a Metroid fan. I'm not too particularly, you know, I have two of them, but I'm not big on the new 3D games. One, because it's a first-person thing, and I hate first-person things. The only games I have ever liked that were first-person were the Turok games for the N64. But aside from that, for some reason, I don't know if it's me, and I'm not saying this to be really offensive towards the games, not at all. I'm being serious here. I'm being serious when I say that the art style, I guess it strains my eyes or something, because every time I play one of them, I start feeling really nauseous. I don't know why, and that sort of prevented me from ever playing completely through the games. I'm not saying that the games literally make me sick because I hate them, no. It's just, I don't know, I guess it's the graphic style or stuff, because I don't know. I prefer, though, aside from the fact of the first-person shooter and everything, I'm not too... I prefer the 2D games in the Metroid series as opposed to the new 3D ones. But I have given the 3D ones a chance, and they don't really capture my interest. Oh, God. This we got back during the huge Jurassic Park thing was a big deal. I'm curious. I want to know your guys' opinion. Is it just me, or does it seem like every sequel to the original Jurassic Park just isn't as good? I'm not sure. Because I've met a lot of people who say that the very first one was the only decent one because it seems like they're trying to do too much with the sequels. I just prefer the original Jurassic Park as opposed to all of its sequels. This game is pretty good, in my opinion. A lot of people don't seem to like it. A lot of people also seem to like it. So it's sort of an equal thing, it seems. Some people like it, some people dislike it. Me? I liked it. But, I will agree, going into buildings, it is sort of weird, and it makes the environment look a little bit, well, very pixelated. But not to the point to where it'll grate on your nerves or anything. I suppose it will if you're sort of touchy about that sort of thing. Oh, Christ, I hate this game. This game is the most repetitive thing on the planet. This thing, you take monsters, right? There are different monsters, and you have to line them up by color along with a bomb or a diamond. If you do a diamond, all the monsters of that color and type will disappear off the screen. A bomb will only get rid of the line of the monsters that it's connected to. And each monster is different. Some of them change color, some of them create more monsters of themselves. And then you got Wario, since it's Wario's Woods, who pops up every so often and makes the thwomp that's connected to the ceiling go down further, which will generally screw you if you just let things keep building. It's sort of like Tetris, I guess, but it's the messed up sort of Tetris feel sort of thing. I don't know. I've seen a couple of videos about it here on YouTube. Take a look at what you think, but just be careful because there was an NES version of this game that came before this one. So be careful not to run into the NES version. That's the Super NES version. Next up, the very first of the Donkey Kong Country trilogy for the Super NES. I actually played this one second. Now, yes, I have the entire trilogy. And I played this one second. The first one I played was the second game. I played the first game second, if that makes sense at all. I played this at a friend's house and I later bought it to not only complete the trilogy, but to also beat the game myself. This one, oh geez. This game has a very funny story of how we got it. My father brought this home after he was hanging out at a friend's house, and the kid of one of the people who was playing it got pissed off at the game and threw it across the room. So my dad's friend gave him the game and just said, "Take it home with you," and thus The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare made it to our Super NES library. Now, this game's a bit, how do I say this? It lacks a little bit of the basic stuff that would make the gameplay flow better in regards to collecting pages of Bart's homework. And on top of that, I believe Pyramid Head 87 mentioned this in his own review of the game. Everything tries to kill you as you get further into the game and collecting pages. But, you know, it's an okay game. I beat it. Let's see. Oh, jeez, we're running out of time. I'm gonna cut this off right here, but I'm still doing the Super NES games in the next video of this.